Good morning. Oh my gosh. All right. We're here. Uh, Hello everyone. How are we doing? All right. Let's sit down. I am tired and have entered my endometriosis episode. I'm on painkillers, so please be aware that I might not understand what's going on, but I'm going to do my best. I'll be reading today, and I'm happy to see you here. How are we doing? President Carr, Daddy, put your phone down. Put your phone down. What are you doing? don't, don't be dangerous, please. Hi, Lulu. Did you figure it out? It might just be Twitch. It might just Winston. If you throw that off the table, we will have a fight, and I will win. Why do cats sometimes do things in the most difficult way possible? Hello, Winston. Can you wait? Okay. Well then, I have noticed that Twitch has been doing a little bit difficult today, so it might just be Twitch. If so, I am so sorry. I don't think I can do anything about it. Plus, we do have bad weather over here, so you know it's just bad all around. The good news is it's very cozy, and that is a comfort to my tired brain. And we're gonna make the most of it. Hi, Topi. Oh, Skulja, 10 streams in a row. Oh my gosh, I'm so honored that people decide to spend that much time with me. It's so weird. Hi, Danjabeth. What are we doing today? Winston is innocent. You clearly, but huh? You clearly, but the thing. Oh, put that thing in the wrong place. Well, it's there for them especially. And he usually is very good, but he's weird. He's weird. He tries to he tries to hide his smell when he has done a poop. I figured out that the reason he's scratching the what is this, the inside of the litter box a lot longer, and like actually the wall of the litter box, is because he thinks he can put the smell away. It's adorable, but sometimes he's a bit clumsy, and I really don't want to. I don't want to have broken glass. I don't want to have broken glass in my carpet. That would be unfortunate. When especially I don't have the energy to get upset about it, and that might not be as good as it sounds, because you might be a little bit. Uh, are we actually gonna get thunder? You might not clean well enough if you don't care. You know what I mean? Sevi, hello. Also a teen. Oh gosh. All right. I'm sorry if I switch into Dutch. Did you hear that? Thank you so much for the 10 stream streak. Welcome back. Throwing it off the table at this fight. Actually, Sevi. No, he doesn't do it on purpose. This is true. Skullja's right. But that doesn't mean he's not in the wrong. It's an accident. It's called an accident for a reason, but still. 110p stream. Yeah. I mean, we do. It's very dark here. If my. I mean, I don't have a. I have a horrible bulb in this one right now. Oh, and it's not. That's bad. Let's not. It looks haunted out over there. So we'll just stay in the dark, I guess. I can turn this one on. So we might have a little bit of a spooky stream, but that's okay. We can prepare for October, right? Uh, here to make sure Winston gets properly represented. He needs it. He needs it. He's been good though. He's been good. He came to get me out of bed because I'm in pain, so I just didn't want to get out of bed. And at 10 he was really over it, and it's adorable. He comes to get me, having zoomies, running over my face and stuff, and then I get out of bed and he continues to have zoomies. It's adorable. He's so excited. He's really quite like a dog in that regards, because I feel like that's something a dog does in the morning. Really excited about, yes, the new day, new day. and then there's Winston. It's sunrise over here. I have to agree. Amaterasu? Amaterasu. I probably put the stress in the wrong part of the word, but Japanese kami of the sun, real quick. Okay. Are you gonna do yoga, or what does it mean? What does it mean, Topi? Did you fix it, Lulu? It's probably not your fault. It's probably a combination of me streaming over Wi-Fi, having. I mean, I see a very dark cloud coming this way, and Twitch is just having tantrums because I've been noticing in other streams. Okay. Hi, Wisdom. Good. Savvy agrees with me. I was taking care of my skin after electros. I have to apply 70% alcohol and then clean with soap because electros are sticky. Wait, what the hell? Where does one find 70% alcohol? What? A little bit, Savvy. A little bit. I should probably take this off as well. So you can actually see it. This is too high, isn't it? Well, it's something. I think my music is also a little bit too loud. Yes, Lulu, I did notice that you posted an update, but I have not had time to check Discord extensively. How are you doing? How are you doing, Lulu? I think that's what I want to know first and foremost. How are you doing? Like I have a little bit of a pillow, so it's not completely benched today. I have a hot water bottle. I'm wearing a comfy pants, and I'm kind of in pajamas. I'll be honest. I'm kind of in pajamas, not necessarily fully, but a little bit. And I'm relieved that it's not sunny. Otherwise, I would be upset. But I'm okay. I might not be as energetic, but I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. What about you, Savi? I'm excited to continue this book. Normally during stream, I don't get that far ahead. Because I'm doing a lot of different things, and the cats decide that this is the perfect time to put butts in faces. But I'm flying through it. I really love the voice of this author. It's Small Worlds by Caleb Azuma Nelson, also the author of Open Water. And didn't someone start reading Open Water? If so, how are you liking it? Haunted dramas in pajamas. I missed opportunity, Wisdom. Where were you when I was thinking about a title? I'm always staring at it for at least half an hour. I make it so difficult for myself because I know a lot of streamers who just have the same message. Are we actually gonna get a thunderstorm? Is it? The reason I'm baffled is because I usually am the one person in the whole country who misses the most violent storms, and I love storms. Rain is coming. Yes, Wisdom. I love it. I do have to, really quick, I didn't finish hanging up my laundry. I'm still adjusting. Again, I really feel, if you've missed it, I am trying to work out a biphasic. Why do I keep forgetting the word? God freaking dang it. That's thunder. Yes! We have a thunderstorm! I'm sorry. I'll be muting myself in 12 minutes, so you won't hear me. Biphasic sleep. And I'm gonna get so distracted because I love bad weather. The bad weather. I've been trying to get a biphasic sleep, and the biggest hurdle has been working through shame and guilt for actually committing to the nap. Because if you look it up, Why am I getting welcomed into my own? Oh gosh, okay. Beware, internet connection might be bad. It's Twitch and me because I just got kicked out of my own chat, so that's great. And it's been a little bit over a week, and I feel like I'm now starting to settle into the rhythm of after stream. I take care of the cats. I prep dinner depending on whether I have to make dinner or not, because I make a lot, so I can eat several days in a row of the same thing, and I don't have to make dinner every day because I just don't have the energy for that. So, like today after stream, someone said naan yesterday. I was gonna make pita, but I thought, no, naan with a lot of butter and garlic. Oh, so I'm gonna make. I made dinner yesterday, and then I went to sleep for about 4 hours. Woke up, finished making dinner. Have the spices soak into the stuff, right, before I go lie down. So today I'm gonna prep some dough for naan. I'm gonna sleep, and then I'm gonna have dinner at night, because that's one of the things that I had a lot of trouble with. I got punished a lot for as a kid if I had a snack at night, which honestly is probably fair. I guess a lot of parents do that, but I'm truly starting to feel like, and I don't think you can hear it, but there's a lot of thunder. Should I just open the window? Or no, it's dangerous, right? Oh no, I'm so excited. This is perfect. This balances out the pain perfectly. I'm just scrolling a lot. I'm so sorry. I feel like there is a correlation between needing a chopped up sleep rhythm for people with autism, because I do have a peak in cortisol in the afternoon. So around between 3 and 5, I get really, really, really stressed out, no matter what the season. And I really think this might be the clue. Just freaking go to sleep. Because when it's dark, I don't have that as an. I think you can see the lightning a little bit. Uh, Daytime storm? Are you kidding me? I'm being spoiled. I'm actually being spoiled. This is amazing. I looked it up very quickly, and there seems to be a correlation between people with autism or just neurodivergence and needing a different kind of sleep. The most information that you'll come across when you look up biphasic sleep, though, is that they say have a huge chunk at night and a short nap during the day. That doesn't work for me. I actually have been chopping it up into 3 to 4 hours in the afternoon, and then later between 4 and 6 hours. And that seems to be working really well. I feel a lot more regulated. Now it's just a matter of fitting in all the things that I need to do during the day in a completely turned around non-scheduled schedule. But if you have the option, maybe look into it. Maybe look into having a different, less rigid kind of sleep, because we used to have biphasic sleep as well, right? Isn't it a lot more natural? I never have the same message in terms of titles. You stream too, Savvy? Did I know this? Savvy, have you been gatekeeping yourself? What do you stream? As for the 70% alcohol, it's a medical thing. It's modified alcohol for the fuller name, and it's either for disinfecting or, in this case, the counter to counter the sticky part of the electrodes. I have treatments with them, first for my ankle after I'd sprained and didn't heal due to complex regional pain syndrome. New term replacing algodystrophy. It's a little bit easier to say, even if it's a mouthful. But since my own, I asked and got electrodes also for the wrist, different format. All right. Okay, well, the reason I asked is because I do wish I could spend more time with my witchy inclinations. It's getting a little too dark. um, I'm trying. I want to cry. I love this. I never get treated like this during the day. What? I want to lead into my witchy inclinations again because I as a teenager I was really into Wicca and paganism, and I would love to make my own medicine. And for some things you need a lot of a high percentage alcohol. That's why I was asking, like, where do you get that? But I am assuming that you can't just buy that on like Amazon or something. Oh, that's a huge hill, actually. Interesting. The cats are okay so far. Winston is a little bit scared of hail, so they're okay. Dinner. Well, Wisdom, I do admit that before I take my first sleep of the day, I do have a small dinner. I think I'm turning into a hobbit. I'm turning into a hobbit. That's it. Because I'm having 4 to 5 meals a day now. 2 sleeps. I'm turning into a hobbit. Where can I find a book that teaches me how to be a hobbit aside from the stories? Like, actually lifestyle. Is there a book? Hi, Blue. Is there a book about how to become a hobbit? I think that's the answer. I think my autism is the hobbit kind. Oh, that's really, really big hail. Oh no, did I get too excited? Shall I not mute myself if this keeps up? Shall I leave the mic on? If you disappear, we'll know why. It's just a rain. Don't worry about me. I kinda, well, it's hailing. It's okay, Winston. It's okay. Come here, baby. Yeah, see, he doesn't like it. Winston, come here. It's okay, honey. You're a good boy. Okay, come here. Good boy. Yeah, I know. It's scary. I know. You're okay, though. Come here. What's that? It's exciting. It's storm. A thunder. It's just nature. You're gonna be okay. See? You're so brave. You're the bravest baby bean in the world. Get that tail up. Good boy. I'm sorry. I have to make sure that he doesn't get scared. That's a better tail. Good job. Well done. You're gonna be okay. Medical modifiers you can in pharmacy or more simply supermarket. Really? It really is? I might have to go to France then in that case. It's not that expensive anymore if you go with a Flixbus, right? It's like $2. Are you going to turn your dinner kitchen into an alcohol production lab? Are you a picky blinder? Wisdom, don't call me out. I might be. In my spare time. You're a good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah, just look outside. See? It's okay. I know this is a weird rain. We are not familiar with this during the day. Usually the curtains are closed when this happens. The rain sounds nice. Leave it on. Yeah, if it keeps up, I'll just leave it on. I'm not sure it will continue though. I'm never this lucky. I swear, I'm never this lucky. See, it rains. Isn't it nice? You have the height? No. Blue. I do. This is true. I am not Dutch when it comes to my height. Don't tell people that I stream. Oh, okay. I mean, the same, Sammy. Same. I get really shocked. It's bad etiquette unless I say it in an educational way to help someone as I've done it before. I don't think I ever gatekeep. I do retro gaming, but retro gaming. I love retro games. But I'm preparing to do a writing stream. Never did before. That's so exciting, Sevi. If you want me to shout you out, let me know, and I will. I'm happy to promote you. And if you're on the Discord, there is a self promo place, and I get it. I don't like telling people I stream in other people's places either. It usually either slips out on accident or someone else knows. The hairy feet. I mean, I can work on the hairy feet, I guess. Same with the fog. I love fog. Fog is beautiful. It's tiny little bottles of... Yeah, exactly. I know that. Um, I mean, I don't know the specifics anymore, but I remember I was working on some medicinal things, and it asked for a high percentage of alcohol, and I wasn't sure if I would be able to get my hands on that. That's so cheap. But then again, in the Netherlands, we have weird rules. We have really weird rules when it comes to certain things. Like, I was so surprised when I heard that there's countries that sell hard liquor in grocery stores, for one, and also that there's a lot of countries that it's already stopping. It's already getting brighter. No. Uh, that there's also countries that sell beer at gas stations. That's baffling to me. Why would you sell something that you're not allowed to drink while driving at a gas station? Who came up with that? You're just asking for trouble. Wait, that's the answer. I found the answer. Okay, I'll leave it unmuted. I'll try not to get too excited and scream. Storm, did you wake up? I was not able to just yell at 30 plus people to wake up because I felt like that was rude. All right, we're going into a sprint. It's already stopped. It's gonna stop. There's no point. There's no point to keep myself unmuted. What do you want? What do you want? Tell me, and I'll oblige for this one time. Maybe it will start up again. We are, however, no matter what. I hope Danny is looking at the road. It's really dark, isn't it? I should try to make some light though. We're going into a sprint. Will I mute myself or not? I don't know. What is the ring gonna do? I think we have had the worst of it. I play Italia disco European music in the background. Oh, well, you can detach them, right? I've learned from Elbat that you can separate the audio from the VOD, so that if you when you upload the VOD, it doesn't have the copyrighted music. Oh my god, I need to go watch the clips actually. Um, Nah, it stopped. I'll mute myself so you can just turn on your own music or storm sounds. You can turn on your own storm sounds. I am actually listening to fireplace as well in the background. We're going into a sprint. I will be reading. Oh my god, I will be reading this book. Let me know what you're up to. If you just want to keep each other company and chat, that's okay too. I'll leave it unmuted for now. I'll see you in 30 minutes. Good luck. And I'm sorry if I mumble, all right? I'll see you in a bit. try? I kind of need it, so. I just don't have a lot of room. I'm sorry. Yeah? Yeah, I don't have my remote. Otherwise, I would have turned on some ocean sounds on the TV. I'll do that in a little bit. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, but it's over there. I can't reach it right now. Sorry, sorry. read. Please. Please. last moments. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. All right. I'm struggling a little bit. We're taking a 10-minute break, but as I don't want to let go of this little. I can't with her face. She's so cute. How are we doing? Thank you so much for the follow, Dream. I have decided that I will be muting myself in the next sprint because I cannot. I'm very anxious. I'm very anxious about this. Hi Shrek, how are you doing? Deuce, yeah. How are you, 40? I know this is a random question, but how many languages do you speak? Speak? Actually speak? 2. I understand a few more, but actually speak is a 2. Only Dutch and English. I used to be really good at German as well, but that was because I listened to German music as a teen, but I have lost my ability to actually speak German. I can still understand it if it's not too quick. And I'm learning Swedish, but because I no longer did Duolingo, and I have to say, even though the gamification is not entirely good for your mental health, I feel like the leaderboards and stuff that kind of messed with the motivation for people to actually learn the language, and instead the focus became more XP related as opposed to making progress in the language. But ever since they decided to fire a lot of people in favor of AI, I decided that I no longer wanted to give my time to the app because nothing is free in this world. And if you decide to watch ads instead of paying for a service or an app, you pay with your literal life, right? So this is why I get slightly uncomfortable when I see people with such amazing streaks. Stream streaks, because it's like you spend your life with me, even if it's just a little bit. Such an honor, and I really hope that Tuz is making it worthwhile. The reason I can't deal is because she normally doesn't allow me to speak when I'm holding her. She doesn't like it normally. I don't know what's happening. You want to go? Oh, I called her out. Hi Norlac. She's I'm not sure she's enjoying this. I think we're in at an impasse. She wants to stay, but I'm gonna have so much pain in my legs. You don't know the position I'm in to maintain a balance, but I guess it's worth it, right, my baby? Are you okay? Are you comfy? She has been very clingy today. It's probably because I decided to sleep in a little bit longer. So she got all the cuddles, and she has a hard time not having the cuddles. Yes, I'll put you. Wait, I'll put you down. Hold on. Oh, my leg is gonna cramp. Okay. I'll keep an eye on the time. Well, 7 minutes. Left. Oh my God, I'm out of breath. Jeez. Oh, do you know in yoga when you sit on the floor and you make a V of your body and your leg is like this and your butt is on the floor? That is how I was sitting. Now everything hurts. She is very precious. I know, really. Skulja almost making me cry just now when it wasn't muted. Of course. Ooh, I have to charge in a little bit. I still have time. It's very quiet now. The storm was only just a little bit. It might be coming back, but I feel uncomfortable if I'm not muted. I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna mute myself because I want to be able to talk to the kitties as well without feeling awkward about it. It was really hard to focus because freaking Tooth, I swear. She's too adorable. Just always making it worthwhile. Okay, good. You fell off the ladder. Oh, that's not good. Where was your safety person? Uses physics bows to read this little get mine and it's saying I want with she doesn't think. I'm pretty sure she has no thoughts at all. Do you want water? Really? Can you wait a little bit longer? All right. All right. Um I'm sorry. That's why I was worried that I wasn't muted and I couldn't reach it because I know that if the mic is next to the timer, it's really loud. It's really, really loud. You can reduce the risk of ankle sprains when falling off of ladders by simply landing on your head. Oh my God, wisdom! I've heard that the way to. No, I don't know how to phrase this. I'm thinking about Douglas Adams and what he says about falling. All you have to do is miss the ground, right? Yeah, keep your if possible, keep your foot above your heart. So there's less blood that accumulates. It will help with swelling if you're able to keep it higher than your heart. And this goes for everything that might swell. So if you fall on your wrist or something, keeping it above your heart will help with the swelling. No, I can imagine because I mean Rita is probably thinking, what is this? What is this? I have one kid, not another. It's surprising how comforting it is to have the tooth on my belly when I'm in pain. I have to admit that it does help, even if I have to sacrifice a hot water bottle. Having her purring on my belly, hasn't there been research into the purring of cats and how it's not just healing for themselves because cats also purr when they're in pain, right? Hasn't there research been done that the purring of cats also helps, like being in proximity of it? What? Millie? What are you saying? I once fell off a building, but I got lucky because my eye got caught on a nail sticking out of... What? What do you mean? It doesn't sound lucky at all. And then the ground broke my fall. I'm glad that you are you sure? Are you sure, Millie? Oh, don't do me like that. I will believe you. I will believe you. Someone joked about... No, let's not repeat it because I might be taken out of context. But someone joked about something very serious. I believed it. I believe you. I trust you. Oh, I did check. I did hear that cats think we're cats as well, and some people believe that cats think they're kitten until they're bigger or as big as the other cats in their home, which is never going to happen when they live with humans, right? So this is probably why Winston will always be a baby, like actually. But that's okay. Tooth was a street kitty, so I don't know where she was for the first 6 months of her life. And she's a queen. She's not a baby. For the top tips of the day, the best way to avoid ice patches on the ground is simply to have your weather engineer install the ice patch on the ceiling. I'm not so sure about that. What if it comes down? Sounds dangerous. That sounds very dangerous. See, the thing is, I immediately thought about this kid that fell out of a tree that used to be that used to have a tree house, and there was a nail sticking out, and that kid got really damaged. Let me just put it like that. They got really hurt. There was a lot of blood. So I believe you if you tell me about falling out of trees, about falling off of buildings, and also what's his name? What's his face? From Lord of the Rings. He had his back broken. Legolas, Orlando Bloom. He broke his back before filming started. Right? Revenge of the Nail. We cannot live in a state of what ifs, broad ceiling eyes with a brilliant stick. I could not. I could not. I'm gonna reheat the bottle though. I am in an endometriosis episode. I'm okay so far. I'm glad that this is the last day of streaming. I am looking forward to lying down again, but also, I will be muting myself in the coming sprint. All right, because it was a little bit uncomfortable, but that does give me an idea. I've put a pin in it. We'll talk about it later. Okay. The rain has arrived here now. Nice rain. No, wisdom! Send it back. Send it back. That wasn't enough. That wasn't nearly enough. All right, I'm going to mute myself for the next 30 minutes. We're doing another sprint, people, so we can warm up a little bit more and prepare for the power hour, which is imminent. Imminent? Imminent? Let's get to it. All right. I am reading Small Worlds by Caleb Azuma Nelson, and I welcome you to pick up a book as well. If you just want to keep each other company in chat, that is perfect, and you would be of great help. But for now, I'm going to shut up, as far as you know, and I'll see you in 30 minutes. Good luck. Last minute. Thank you for dropping by, Zebi. Um, Take good care of yourself. Be careful out there because the world be wild. And we're taking a 10-minute break, and then we're going into a power hour. We've got this. Oh man, I'm tired. What's happening? Oh, I thought there was a new horsey, but it's raining, and it seems like it took a roll in the mud. The owner just came out to give it a scolding because it's supposed to be a white horse. I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that's gonna be. I used to work with horses, so I know exactly what the pain of this man is. That horse is supposed to be white. It's not. It's not white. All right, dinner's ready. Woo! Enjoy your meal. Bon appetit. I'm excited for tonight's meal as well because making your own naan, in case you have never done that, look it up. It's not that hard. It's a lot healthier to make it yourself, and it gives you a sense of satisfaction that you won't get from buying it from the store. Thank you for the follow, Angulpin. What do you want me to do with your name? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. And thank you for the hydrate, Sorm. Yes, I need to drink a little bit more. It's a good thing that I can't actually see the baby horses because that the one that just rolled in the mud is having zoomies, and I swear baby horses are just too adorable. Fun fact: cherries naan bread is 77% alcohol. Don't give me away with them. Why would you do that? No, it's just it's. Wait, didn't you say something about edibles? It would sooner be that because alcohol is actually poison. Actually poison. Or was it Storm? Who of you, Storm or Wisdom? One of you said something about edibles. In this book, music is playing a very important physical role. I'm not sure if it was in Open Water as well, but in Open Water it was more, as far as I remember, I'm not entirely sure, but in Open Water it was more like the way it was written was very lyrical. This as well, but I don't think actually music itself was as prominent a presence as it is in this book. But more than that, so much food. They keep talking about food. They haven't had a good Jamaican food in a long time. So I might have to make some next week because yesterday I was well, not lazy, but physically very tired because of the endometriosis. So I have to make sure that it's not too complicated. Meaning I just made a very simple. What's the spice called in English? Is it just Gary? Surely not. Surely not. That sounds horrible. Let me see. Hold on. Curry. It's curry. Oh, okay. I would never have thought because that is something else in the Netherlands as well. So just rice and a meat replacement chicken with spices, which comes down to a curry, and some veggies and stuff. And today I'm going to make I wanted to make a pita first and just stuff it, but I realized that I haven't made my own naan in a bit, so I'm gonna make naan instead. It's really not that hard, and I'm gonna make a vegan version, because I am trying to be more vegan. I've been a vegetarian for longer than I wasn't, but I am trying to be more vegan. It's just the butter. The butter is gonna be a struggle. I don't know if I can ever give up butter. Uh, wasn't you? Wasn't me, so Storm. It was wisdom. Are you on edibles? Did you bring enough for class? Because that's not fair. Don't be mean. Please share. Oh wait. Who posted the Garfield? Garfield. I love it. See, I'm supposed to be a hobbit. That's it. We fixed it. I'm supposed to be a hobbit. I mean, I do be dressing a little bit like a hobbit as well on certain days. It makes me think of Rachel Maxey. Rachel Maxey is a content creator, who I know from YouTube, and she has a delicious style as well. And mostly it's Hobbit. And I wish that I had a closet like hers, because she has a dream closet. Truly, my fits are inspirational. Oh, Toby, thank you. It's kind of, I feel like a cheat because it's really not that hard. I start with a I started with a capsule closet, so a lot of basics, and I build something around that. I have it from Brianna Wiest. Brianna Wiest introduced me to the idea of a capsule closet, um, but I'm not minimalist enough. I am a hobbit. It turns out, but I think if you found a signature item, if you find one thing that you feel like this is, and it's really more like an accessory than a clothing item. For me, it's a broad belt that I usually use to accentuate my waist. But for you, it could be a pair of boots or a certain kind of I'm not sure, a certain kind of jacket, and build your wardrobe around that. That's how I did it, at least. Fun facts. A. When Rose and I took a quiz of some main Lord of the Rings characters, she got Arwen, I got Aragorn. B. I share birthdays with Vigo, it's just not the same year. Vigo is a legend. I knew, he also almost drowned. Did you hear that? The scene where he almost drowns? He actually almost drowns in that scene. I saw an interview of him about that part. Like, that he broke his toe, facts. Amazing that they left it in. What were they supposed to do? But also, there's this scene where he falls over the ledge, right? And everyone thinks he's dead. The filming of him being in the river, he actually got pulled by some kind of river riptide, and the only reason he survived is because he didn't fight it. So, fun fact: don't fight the water. You will be pushed back up. But yeah, that man went through a lot. Aren't they going to make a new sort of Lord of the Rings? Are they going to refilm it? What is on the edge of my consciousness? Because I heard people complaining about Vigo not being in the remake. Are they making a remake? I'm still waffling where to take my fashion. I think I'm getting closer. I'm going to post my croissant back. What do you mean? Your croissant back? Is this your item, Toby? Is that what you mean? Look, I feel like fashion is interesting and it's a thing that you have to be into. But I feel like once you found what you're comfortable in, um, that is going to be a lot of relief of stress, because fashion is so fast, even if you invest in quality items. There's no way to keep up with fashion. And it's a lot better to just have something that you like and feel comfortable in. Because in my experience, it really doesn't matter what you look like. It's about owning what you look like that makes you look attractive or at least confident, right? And when you're confident and feel relaxed in your own skin and you're in the things that you're wearing, you'll find that people treat you different as well. A sort of prequel, The Hunt for Gollum, really? It's not a remake. It's a sort of a prequel. There was this lady called Sherry. She woke up one day with a worry, concerned for her feet. Were they hairy or neat? Were they? Yet they're only a little bit furry, and it turned out it was the cats. We're going into a power hour. Hello, Talamere. Are you ready? Just woke up. I'm going to be muting myself in the coming hour. I'm sorry, it's really quite dark. I'll see if I can do something about that. I probably could. I will be muting myself for the coming hour. Don't you worry. I do keep an eye on chat. I will be reading. I'm going to get myself a little bit more hot cocoa because I've been drinking hot cocoa. And I've got you, all right? This is the last power hour of the week. So make use of it. Please remember that it's a practice. So if you don't get the full hour, that's okay. I won't either. The point is to start, to get back to it. That is the practice. Once you're going, you'll see it's really hard to lose your momentum. So, good luck. I'm so sorry, Talamir. I will see you in an hour. Last minute. Welcome back. We made it. It's been eventful. It's a good thing that I wasn't unmuted this time because we had a dog fight, a dog fight in front of my house. It's okay, I think. But yeah, that happens if people don't leash their dogs. Hello, Uru. What are you talking about? Okay, so on that grey door, there is a picture or a postcode of an eye behind it with Rai. Are you talking about Escher? This is Escher. Are, what language is that word? And welcome new mods. There you go. Ow, don't challenge me. Now we have responsibilities. Isn't that fun? Oh, you mean my ticket to the Rijksmuseum? Yes, that is a ticket to the museum because I am Dutch. Ooh, also welcome the Maxtery and Flies and Ensigns and Arwin McLeod and a posture check. Oh yeah, okay. Hello everyone, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome in. How are we doing? I am struggling a little bit, but I am hanging on by amusing myself by giving people responsibility. It turns out that's kind of fun. But that was it. That was the streaming week. All the focus has been done. And right at the end there, I found I stumbled upon that name. Who said they remembered? Hold on, I am. Fun for me. Haha. Shouldn't have told. Don't tell Elba. Don't snitch on me. Don't do that. I was gonna lurk. Now you're gonna have to. Now you're gonna force me out of lurking. But yes, I hope I hope she'll be back on Friday, and we can fight it out over there. I know that I can't time you out over here now. So that you win that. I found out the hard way. If you time out a mod, they get unmodded. So I don't want to do that. She's gonna get pissed. No. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll deal. I'll deal. How are you doing, Riku? Uh, are you enjoying the hill at school chat? I miss it. The sun came out, and I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy about it, but I will be having a good nap in a little bit. So, does Winston have new responsibilities? I vote Winston's for honorary mod. Winston, no. Toulouse has actually Toulouse is the queen of the house. We have nothing to say. Winston kind of least of all, honestly. Well, no, me. I have nothing to say, and then Winston, and then on top is Toulouse, our little queen. With great helicopters comes great responsibility. Hold on, wait. How to build your own tray bucket? Is that how you pronounce it? I might have to. I didn't realize you could make a miniature one for cats. That's kind of fun. Hi, Kairos. How are you doing? What do you mean helicopters? What is happening? Did I miss something? I might have. I probably missed a lot. All right, let's unpin this because that was it. That was it for today. No more focus. I don't have any focus anymore anyway. The second dose of painkillers is hitting hard. So it's a balancing act. In one hand, I'm dying of pain, and I hate it. But on the other hand, I get to have painkillers on doctor's orders. So, you know, today I took a walk, ate beans, and listened to music. Well done, Toby. That sounds lovely. Oh, hold on. I don't know what that was. I just didn't think you'd want to rate, so I didn't rate you. Well, you can't, Carlos. I've turned that off because I feel like it's a bit uh, counterproductive. That's the word I'm looking for. I feel like that's a bit counterproductive for a productivity stream. Even though this is chaos, I know I struggle, but I hope that I model the the fact that you don't have to be perfect to be a little bit productive, just a little bit. I did read a little bit. And also, it freaks me out, Carlos. I get really scared at the idea that I might get a raid while I'm in a focus, and then I'll be torn between I need to focus, but there's new people, you know. So I turned that off, and I have only done two raids in my life, and that went well, didn't it, Daddy? Remember that I was promised that I wouldn't get yelled at, and then I got yelled at. It was so much fun. No, that was on me. That was on me. My timing was really poor. I should have checked. I didn't, and then it went all wrong. So much fun, Danny. Don't take it too seriously. Don't take the sword responsibilities too seriously. It's okay. I have a very grumpy, very grumpy Automat. Because I don't know why your message got held back, Carlos. That was really weird. Like, there's nothing in there that could have triggered it, but still. It leads to the sword in front of your name. Yes, it does. It does. I mean, maybe having the freedom of no responsibility is actually worse, because now it's all open. Don't see anything. Don't see anything. No, it's weird. That was weird. You're rusty? Try harder. Try harder, Topi. Try harder to be automated. If you haven't been automated in my chat, have you even tried? Have you even tried? Okay, wait. So this book is actually, there's a lot of real life events that come by. The last one was and I'm shocked. That's why I was looking a little bit upset it will never fail to amaze me how when someone gets killed by popos, that they will pretty much always conclude that it was a lawful killing. And I don't get that, because I feel like as a person of authority, you should not. Simple as that. You should not. But maybe that's just me. Thank you for upgrading your automa. Yes, I did. We had a moment. I mean, I had a moment. I was in a lot of pain, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna give some swords to people. You'll bring the heat next stream? Okay, good, Toby. Oh no, it wasn't you. I realized that the reward request queue is upside down. I don't know why. So I didn't realize that it had filled up quite a bit. I thought that no one was using it. No, it was me. I just didn't realize. I still don't know who Nikki is. Is 40 still here? Who is Nikki? Is there a Nikki here that I am not aware of? Oh, and that was what I wanted to say. Like last month, you submitted Clara and the Sun as a book, Toby. I did read that. I loved that book. It's amazing. I am thinking about when to restart the book club, because we do have a book club. We normally pull at the beginning of the month. Oh, I can't reach it right now. Can I? No, it's all the way over there. I have a jar with book club submissions. And normally we have at the the first Sunday of the month, we pull 2 books for the following month. So you have time to find a copy, maybe secondhand, or maybe you read a little bit slower or just need a little bit more time. You can read ahead. But because of recent events, I decided to pause a lot of things and just do not work as much and focus just on stream to have some regularity in my day. But for the rest, I'm just kind of trying to stay alive mostly. So I decided, because I stopped the book club really pretty much in the middle of 2 books. Once I feel mentally capable of reading George Orwell's Animal Farm, because that was one of the books that we left off on. Once I feel mentally able to deal with that book, we're gonna start the book club up again, because I do miss it. I think it was a nice anchor in my reading habits. Oh, honey. Just try. He's been trying really hard to cuddle with Toulouse, and people say that cats don't talk to each other. I highly disagree. Winston always does the when he sees Toulouse. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Yeah, she doesn't like it when you choke her. I mean, who you need consent, Winston. I forget if you've read Donkey. I never know how to pronounce that. I try. No, I did, but then life happened. So I lost my copy halfway through reading that one. But I enjoyed it, and I really want to pick it back up and reread it. You dig my vibes? Okay, well, I'm glad, Uru. For the first few visits here, Automat was my main point of contact. Automat is very, very friendly, except it's also very grumpy. But Automat is a bit protective, I guess. Corporized, what? Corporized is that's not how you say it. Corporatized. Jesus Lord, I'm so sorry. Police never admit to their own errors. No, it's fascinating, really. If you detach yourself from the fact that this is about real life and real people and injustice, separating myself from that, I do feel like it's fascinating how does that work? How do you do something like that, knowing that you were wrong, knowing that someone was innocent? How do you deal with that? How do you continue? And I think that's fascinating because I accidentally standing on the foot of my cat, it makes me have a breakdown, you know? Like, how does it work? I just wish I could understand. I don't want to shout out another streamer on your channel, Sherry, but I think I know the Nikki 40 may have been chatting about. 40 said Nikki for that horrifying mental image in for put someone in the corner. 40 redeemed, put someone in the corner. Do I know this person? Am I just being silly? It's failure to teach people critical thinking in terms of the assumption that state-based violence is correct. Yes, it's weird. It's weird. And this is I didn't know this was going to happen, but I'm on page 127 now, and this just happened. Mark Duggan has just been, as far as I see, regardless of whether he was actually armed or not, he was murdered by the police. That just happened, and that's going to be, I feel like that's going to be the main cloud, because the next thing that happens is we're skipping a week. I see you, Tusha, I see you. Stephen gets a call from his family. Are you okay? Where are you? Turn on the news. Something happened, and this man has been killed. Surrounded by 3 cars. And it seems like it was really a moment, to just give it a word. And someone said they remembered that this happened. Do you want to share something about it? How it felt, what it was like, and whether, I mean, I know the answer to the last question. Whether there was a solution or some resolution, I guess, is what I'm trying to ask. I agree with them. They're already criminals, often with sniff habits and out of control egos, that are empowered by their stormtrooper-like employment position. I knew a few people in high school who either wanted to become sharpshooters, actually sharpshooters, and or riot police, and they were interesting characters. You tossed the weapon before he was shot. Big scandal things. Yeah, it seems like he literally just got the weapon as well, which is wrong, absolutely. But I feel like, especially in the UK, that's weird, right? The cognitive dissonance is real. A lot of these people who engage in state-based violence are often horrible people. They also don't engage with healthy habits beyond that, often to hide their guilt and avoid accountability. Nikki's a streamer. I'm currently gatekeeping because I don't want to overstep. So if you want to know, feel free to say so, and I'll tell all. I mean, I don't know what's happening, who that is, and why they were mentioned. I'm okay. You can always shout someone out. I mean, I don't know who they are, so I don't take responsibility for who this is. But I'm just confused. Like, are they in chat? Are they here? I'm just confused why 40 would say put them in the corner, as in give them a timeout. I have a reward thingy that can put someone in a timeout for a little bit, a few minutes. I don't remember this person. I mean, it was 2011, right? I mean, I was in my early teens. I didn't watch any TV, follow any news at all at that time. I feel like a lot of regressive beliefs stem from a low theory of mind, like not understanding that other people are having the same experience of consciousness as you. Yeah, I agree, Toby. I agree. It's very curious how often people are surprised when you tell them that you feel the same things. You're just as human as they are. It's really interesting to see that when you remind someone, like, I feel just as much pain here. You're not the only one that experiences loss and grief and anger. It's fascinating. Was it typo? Oh, oh. Okay. Well then, confusion for nothing. All right, it's fine. I feel like this is going to be a heavy topic, though. Not necessarily the violence against people of color, of state condoned violence against people of color, but I think it's what it does to identity. Is this the only book? I fear I am absolutely in love with this author. Sometimes when a debut is very good, your expectations are now raised, and that could lead to a lot of disappointment. It has happened. No. Is something coming up? I think these are the only two actual books. What is this? Prayer? I don't want short stories. I'm not good at short stories. No. Okay. I love that I have at least, oh, I'm salivating just thinking about it. I want to make, oh no, now I forgot what it's, this rice thing. A Caribbean rice, a Caribbean chicken with oh my God, I'm stuttering because I get too excited. What was it called? Where is it? Where is it? There's this rice, jollof rice, which has like tomato and all these spices. I'm so excited! I want to make it. It's gonna be delicious. I just know it. I just know it. I really don't doubt that. Well, Jamaican and Caribbean food, I love Jamaican and Caribbean food. I do adjust it. I do make it vegetarian and or vegan, but like it's about the spices, right? Um, yes, yes. And tonight I'm gonna make naan. So what I'm gonna do after stream, because I've been trying to create a biphasic sleep pattern as I am working from home and chronically ill. I have that freedom, and I recently discovered that I have that freedom. So I've been trying to make that work for me, which means that I also I can make a sort of extra with my dinner now. Yesterday I prepped my vegetarian meat. I put the spices in and stuff, and then I made dinner at 11, which is a whole new experience for me because my brain wouldn't allow me to make dinner after like 7. That it just locked up my brain, even though that's really silly. Why? But on bad days and in the summer, this means that I had a lot of trouble eating and keeping up my weight. I think I really broke the code by allowing myself to just not follow these silly rules anymore that don't apply to me anyway because I'm not really in society. I'm at home always, so I get to decide. It's really silly that I only now realize that hey, maybe I should adjust that. I do I did do like volunteering, so that did influence my day to day, but I haven't done that in a while. And now I don't go outside anymore. I don't know. I feel like there's freedom in the pain, and a lot more than I was expecting. Eat, eat, eat. Well, that's the thing, Toby. I was thinking yesterday when I was making dinner when it was already dark and it was raining a little bit at night, and I thought, wait, one of the reasons that I start losing weight in summer isn't just because I don't sleep, but I genuinely can't eat during the day. It's too bright. I'm overwhelmed, and I just feel sick. Sleeping in 2 big chunks instead of 1 big chunk, which is also almost impossible in summer. I think I might even have a fix for my eating problems during summer now. It's fascinating. I'm excited to bring you along. I am going to make naan right now. Do I have the recipe here? Oh no, it's on my phone. So tonight I am Euro. I'm autistic, and I have a panic disorder called CPTSD. So fun times. Oh, you thought he meant Millie. Oh, that could be. That could be. So in short, I am autistic, and I had some life changing things happen to me recently. Well, in March, and ever since I've realized that I really don't want to go outside anymore. And while that has caused a lot of pain and a lot of grief, I'm very stubborn and determined to learn from every negative experience. And while this really has ruined a lot of my life and my freedom. It's fascinating to see that it is breaking down a lot of the restrictions that were put on me through both trauma, the CPTSD part, and autism. Like, um, it's like this trauma has given me the permission to just actually not give a shit. And while it's not ideal, I'm kind of grateful. I'm still in the middle of it. I'll find a way to explain it a little bit better. I would, Kairos, but I already had trouble going outside. I already had days where I couldn't bring myself. Of course, Gulja, of course. I already had CPTSD. I already had autism, and then I had a pretty bad thing happen to me, and well, it's still not okay, and I still need to work on being able to go outside without having a panic attack or having that be the only thing I'm able to do, because that's pretty much what life is like now. It takes all my energy. If I have to go outside, I need to cry afterwards, and I am self-medicating, not all day, every day, but there are days where I just wake up crying because I can't deal. Luckily, I live in the Netherlands and I have some tools that I can use to help me get through those days, especially if I need to stream. But all of which to say is that there are lessons in the worst of things. There are lessons to be learned in even the most dire situation. And I'm not saying that it's okay, and it's gonna be. Oh, wisdom, yes. Oh no, next week I'm making the rice, but tonight I'm just having a curry. But I want fresh bread. It's delicious, and because I'm going to take a nap, I have more than enough time to have the dough proof. And then in the middle of the night, I'm gonna make naan. Oh, it's amazing. Being an adult is amazing. uh, I know, Kairos. But the thing is, I also have bad experiences with that. As a teenager, I tried to get self-defense things, but I was always chosen as the example, and I didn't really like that because I'm small. So I guess it was a good way to demonstrate that even a small person can do a lot of things, but it made me uncomfortable. So I never really stayed long. Extra phobos break down my wall, and Strictly 9, you came in really funny. Hello everyone, thank you so much for the follows. I am open. Yes, I think it's very important to talk about things because there are a lot of really bad things that happened to me, of which I wasn't aware that they were bad because no one told me, because I grew up with them, or because other people told me that it was normal, etc., etc. And I learned from other people telling their stories that maybe what happened to me was actually kind of abusive. Not just toxic, but literally abusive. So I try to be honest, I try to be open, and especially being chronically ill, it's important to me to be honest about that, to show people that even if you're chronically ill and maybe you don't make the progress that you wish you could make, and maybe the days aren't exactly as ideal as they could be, you can still do things. You can still have a good influence on the world. I love that you're continuing to kill your Buddhas despite it all. Kill my what? Toby, what? What is this saying? Wait, what is that saying? Ah, Oh, okay, okay, Skullja. I'll take a look. I'll take a look. I just wanted to make sure that you know that I saw your message. Wisdom is distracting me with miniature trebuchet. What? How did I pronounce it? I don't want to say it. Don't make me say it again. For Winston, that's adorable. Yeah, I don't know, Carlos. Someone once showed me an article that listed the things that criminals who were actually in jail looked for in victims. And it was basically just a checklist of what I am. And there's really nothing I can do about my posture. I do try to have a bit more of an aggressive face, but I just don't have I don't have an aggressive face. I'm sorry, okay? I am very approachable, and that is a bit dangerous if you're me, I guess. I don't know. But I am finding happiness and lessons that are good here, right? Do your pounding the bread dough face. How do you come up with these things? You should smile more, type of stuff. Oh gosh, if only Strictly Nine. Um, so I mean, most people who are in here already know, but I don't feel like getting into it because I don't want to bring the mood down completely. But I was after pretty much a whole year of trying to get away from men harassing me and being quite dangerous, and me trying to remove myself further and further away from society and these men that were apparently very offended by my existence. I got assaulted by a stranger in the forest. So it was kind of life changing. um, Already not feeling safe outside. That was kind of the limit for me. That was being like, okay, well, if my life is that much in danger, I'm just going to stay inside. And like I said, it's not great, and I do need to work on these things. But on the other hand, I am now. It is messed up, and not just because of literally messed up, but what is kind of frustrating is that something like that needed to happen for me to break through certain trauma of my past. Like, I wasn't allowed to read during the day, and I was punished for reading during the day by my caregiver. Being autistic, but not diagnosed until in my 20s, so way after I got kicked out of the house. I was forced to eat, for example, and I didn't realize that I'm so allowed. Mind, I'm in my 30s. I'm so allowed to adjust my day to what my body needs. I'm autistic. That's not something I chose to be. So despite the fact that this is horrible and this is traumatic and this is going to have consequences for the rest of my life, the other side of the coin is that it is allowing me to be autistic. It's allowing me to actually heal trauma from before that. Isn't that a catch-22, huh? Yes. Hi, June. Is that how I say your name? I am 34. Right? Yes. Oh God. I don't celebrate my birthday, so I really need to think about it. I'm from 91. So yeah. But my hair says 56. I know. I'm aiming for 80, 84 with the hair, but it's not helping. It's all natural, baby. It's all natural. And I wish it would just turn one. What? Just turn one. Turn white. Turn one. I am dreaming of the day that my hair turns completely white. I feel teased. I feel absolutely teased. Why is it? Why does it stop here? Why didn't it just go white? Huh? I guess I'm not traumatized enough. Cute. You're cute, Danny. Wait, what? It's been 84 years. Yes. The abuse you suffered was not your fault. No, I know. I know, Topi. So I'm working on that. I'm working on safety and comfort. And it's really messed up that it took a very extreme trauma and honestly a near death experience because yeah, it was in the middle of nowhere. Um, and I'm not saying that I'm grateful for that it happened, but I wouldn't want to live anymore if I didn't find a way to make it work, if I didn't find a way to learn from it in a way that makes my life better. And even more so, um, once the court case has gone by and I have read a few more books about men's mental health and patriarchy and ego, those three things I need to read up a little bit more because I have a few theories of what happened, not just with that person who attacked me in the forest, but the men in that came before him that kind of forced me to be in that place in the first place because it wasn't just that guy. Yeah, they caught him immediately because I was on the phone with the police while it happened. And I was filming. It was really quite bad. Um, when did I make a VOD? I talk about it in a VOD. He was caught immediately, and there's a court case coming up in June. Thank you, Yulo Tynan. There was something. Was it Rain? Did you ask me to call you Rain, or is it someone else? I'm so sorry if it was someone else. Yeah, my hair is it's just gray. I'm just gray. It shows your wisdom beyond your years. Oh, I'm afraid it confuses so many people. It's funny. Some girls would die for this color. Yeah, I know. I know you. There's old women. Well, I say old, as in older than me, who ask me the same thing. Like, did you dye it like this, or is it your own color? And they're always baffled when I say it's my own color. And I hope that more women will allow themselves to just turn gray if that is what they want. Because for me, it was very stressful to keep it up. I did dye it in the beginning when it wasn't quite as bad, but it was very stressful. Yulo or Rain? Was it Rain? Okay, I was afraid that I didn't remember right. Yeah, I'm glad that he was arrested immediately. Because otherwise, I didn't know the guy. I had never seen him before. I don't know if he saw me because I did volunteer in this town for about 2 years. Well, volunteer. I helped a family with their store. So it's possible that this person knows me, but I have no idea who it is, which is another reason to just not go outside because I have no clue. It's a small town. I know that pretty much everyone knows me, but I don't know everyone by name. But because I was a fixture in the town center for almost 2 years, a lot of people know me. And they also know that it was me that got beat up. So chances are no one is talking to me, which is interesting. A lot of people have gone silent. So I'm pretty sure that everyone knows who he is. I just have no clue. So, until I'm able to move away, which is going to be a while because the housing market is just a disaster, and I'm not going to give up 15 years of being on a waiting list to respond in panic to an apartment that I don't want to be in. That would be ridiculous. I'm just going to stay inside for a little bit, fully emerge myself in healing, which is something I didn't actually allow myself to do. I always looked for some kind of volunteering, forced myself to go outside and be neurotypical, so to say, because I don't know how else to explain it. But like, I felt guilty for not wanting to go outside. I felt guilty for not being social. I felt guilty for, not going to the pub every once in a while and be a quote unquote normal person. I have let go of all of that. And I'm just going to be inside. I'm just going to do whatever I need to do to survive this horrible thing, because it is a horrible thing. I just had a lot of trauma before it, and I guess just know how to deal with it. But it's funny. It's kind of funny if I remove myself from myself. It's not even Cherry's real hair. Winston pulled that thing from beneath the fridge. It was alive then. It might be alive now. You're monitoring it from space. Well, good thing you got a sword. Um, Oh no, I helped a family in their store. It was a well, it is a family store here in town, and I helped out for about 2 years, but I did it like to the point that people thought it was my store because I was always there and I was left to my own devices a lot. So yeah, a lot of people know who I am, especially because I was an outsider coming in and kind of establishing myself immediately within 2 months. I had kind of established myself as a person who was known. But I have no clue who that guy is, and I have no desire to know who that guy is. But I am very determined to make something out of this experience that will be beneficial. Because one of the things that I have always wanted to do is focus on men's mental health. Because, ironically, what happened to me, the reason is because men's mental health needs more attention. If somewhere along the road of this man's life something went wrong and he should have gotten help, but for so many reasons that I don't have the energy to go into right now, he was failed. So while I am very angry and very hurt and very traumatized, I do understand, separate from my emotion towards this person, which is I'm angry, of course. I do understand that separate from me, he was failed as well. And it's always been my goal to try and help people. But selfishly, to make the world safer for me, I have to go to the root. And the root of my fear and what causes me to be unsafe is the lack of help for men. Does it make sense? Hi, Booty Bandit. How are you doing? No, it's just, it's not, I mean, yes, kindness is a core principle of mine. And kindness is not the same thing as letting people get away with stuff or lying when someone asks if they look good in a coat and you say, yeah, when it's no, that's not kindness, that's lying. Kindness is very important, but I fear this is just logic. Ooh, how am I going to say your name? Brushoid? Hello, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Hurt people, hurt people. Yeah, exactly. Cherry's secret story. We need to crowdfund this into a reality TV show. Wisdom, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. But in the back of my mind, I have never let go of my dream to open a bookstore. But you didn't hear it from me, all right? We should end the idea of men. Maybe we should end the idea of men. Yeah, I think we should just be human. We should just be human. But it's a very complicated topic. And don't think that just because I'm able to rationalize what happened, that doesn't mean that I am not hurt. It's just that I was already invested in this topic. I am already thinking a lot about how the behavior that I am victim of from men, I can't imagine that it's nice. I mean, there's a reason there's a loneliness epidemic. Is that epidemic? Loneliness epidemic? And it seems like men don't have the tools to work through it. And instead of making it better, it seems like those who have fallen into the trap of patriarchy are just making it worse. No, wisdom. Throw them here. Throw them here. I want more. Yeah, there's a fast-growing culture of online misogyny that promotes direct violence against women. This is true. Yeah, exactly. Especially those who reject them. There are videos where young men are dummies to practice brutally assaulting. It wasn't this. Oh, there was one case that triggered that. I've seen this, Carlos. This is true. So even more reason for me to, like, do I think this man in particular needs to, I don't like the word punished because I don't feel like punishment actually works. I don't believe in fear-based anything. I don't think that works at all. And in a lot of cases, it will just exacerbate what the person is being punished for in the first place. It will just compound anger. And what I have been saying from the beginning is I hope that this person learns from what happened. That this person hears that not only did he beat up a woman for no reason in the forest, it was a chronically ill autistic woman. You're not going to be very popular with healthy people when they find out that you were actually picked up on that by the police and punished for that. You're not, that's going to be on his record for the rest of his life. You beat up a disabled woman. Dude, please look for help. Find help. Read a few books. Because this is not who you want to be. I don't believe that any of these people want to be that violent. I truly believe that everyone, no matter how messed up, is trying to be happy. It's just that a lot of people take a wrong turn, have the wrong example, have been fed the wrong content on their phones in echo chambers. But it's not lost. I mean, do you know how I know? Because I refuse. And if I can forgive, if I can look beyond the crime, you can too. I'm not special. Please remember, I'm not special. If I can do it, you can do it too. Right? He should be kept from harming more people. If they take it as punishment, that sucks. But that's ultimately their problem. Well, what I mean with that, Kairos, is that I don't think that putting someone in jail, just in jail, and letting them figure it out on their own is not going to work. Because the reason they got themselves in a bad situation and in jail or prison even, is because they were not able to deal with themselves. Otherwise, they wouldn't have ended up there in the first place. So just prison, just jail, just the punishment alone is never gonna work. It's never gonna work. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened in the first place. So rehabilitation. And yeah, maybe some kind of house arrest, but I don't believe in the prison system. I really don't. But yes, that person does need to feel the consequences. But that doesn't look like punishment to me. Just ask yourself, would you rather be taught a lesson, even if it's uncomfortable, or be punished and then you just move on? I think I would always choose the lesson, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's painful, because in the lesson, even if it's tough, a lesson means there is love in there. And punishment, I don't know how you're supposed to have love in punishment. I don't see how that works. I don't think it fits. Oh, you're all special to me as well. You know what I mean, right? We're all special, and in that we're not. If I can be kind, if I can forgive, you can too. I truly believe that. Thank you for the follow, Palace's cat. Oh my gosh, that's a cute name. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Western Europe, especially the Netherlands and the northern countries, do focus a ton on rehabilitation. Yeah, I was given a tour. I don't know why, but when we were in middle school, we got a tour of a semi-open prison, and it didn't look like a prison at all. They had a kitchen and a PlayStation and a living room, and like, so what do you mean? What do you mean this is prison? So in my middle school brain already, I mean, I had a very abusive household, so all I could think about was, so you get locked up in a room and no one is able to yell at you in that room? Huh, interesting. Unlimited time to read? Huh, interesting. So you're right. In the Netherlands, it's not exactly, but still, that doesn't mean, like, if this person is left to their own devices, I don't think they have the psychological tools to actually learn from it in a positive way, without, if he didn't already start hating women, you know? Mm. I just hope you're also allowing yourself to feel anger and even hatred, even though you obviously irrationally oppose these emotions. I don't hate is a very strong emotion, and I don't think I have ever actually hated anyone. I've had anger, and I'm angry right now, but it's not going to help anyone if I allow it to fall into hatred, because I think hatred is a very, very dangerous emotion to feel. But I'm working on it, Carols. You're right. You're right. It's a bit of a problem, but I'm telling you, this experience is almost has almost been a good thing. Almost. It wasn't, and it's not. Almost. Oh, who's talking about cookie dough? Stop it! Ah, I'm hungry. I'm gonna make naan. I don't know what we should be, that we should be worried about whether he'll be punished more than rehabilitation. If there's any anger and hatred out there, and if you don't acknowledge it, it will probably fester and grow. Oh, you don't know me well enough, girls. It's okay. Don't worry. I know. But I am genuinely not able to feel actual hate. In the moment itself, I had a lot of bad thoughts, but I genuinely feel upset when I feel bad things towards other people. Even thoughts, if I have angry and toxic thoughts, it makes me feel bad. I don't like it. Which is a bit of a problem, I'll admit. It's not necessarily healthy. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said the nan thing. But thank you for your input, Kairos. It is appreciated. You never know. You don't know what you don't know. The ability to become a billionaire? Who is? Oh, can you hear my stomach? Oh no. Is it crime is largely a political choice? That's an interesting statement, Topi. I don't snack much. Danny, I only snack actual meals. Is that better or worse, do you think? I'll heat up leftovers sooner than open a bag of crisps. The ability to become a billionaire. I'm not a fan of billionaires. Eradicating most loneliness and crime. Choose one. I never want to be a billionaire. So I guess it's two. Dopey. You should eat proper meals. Speaking of which, thank you so much for being here, everyone. I'm salivating. I need to go make my naan. I'm making naan for my dinner tonight. Have you thought about protected living in a group home? Oh, I could not. I'm not good at daily interaction with people. I couldn't. I have lived with someone in my early 20s, and I completely locked up. It wasn't a good idea. Your grandma? I am grandma. I don't have family. Not blood family. I have chosen family, but I don't have blood family. I think someone asked me that earlier. I'm so sorry. I didn't answer. I don't. That's just a whole other story. Hi, Tadeo. Coming from this horrible incident is due to your choice to learn and understand why it happened. I think that's amazing. I don't want to minimize it. Yes, I get that not a lot of people would be able to work through the incident the way I have in the timeline that I have been able to. I understand that, but I guess that I need to remind you that I do come from a lifelong of being abused and neglected, and um, keeping a diary from a very young age. So self-reflection is something that I did even before I was like in high school. My the way I grew up. Yeah, Danny, sure. Oh my God, the way I grew up primed me a little bit, I guess, for that exact moment in time. So that's why I say he was lucky that he met me that day, because I truly feel like for him it must have been an accumulation of a lot of bad things happening, and I feel like I was kind of the end result. And all I can do now is hope that he will choose, like I did, to make a good thing out of it. Otherwise, that is not my concern. It's not my responsibility. All I can do now is use it instead of let it break me down, because that was an option. That was an option. Hi, Jean. No, thank you. I could have started hating. And yes, I'm careful. And I decline going outside for a little bit. But at the end of the day, I think I'm going to be able to help other people. I think this will give me a way into mental health that other people will not have, hopefully. Hi, Blancher. I gotta go. I need to go make my dough for naan. So, thank you so much for being here. I love you. You are important. Okay. I really don't care how much money you have in your bank account, where you live, where you come from. If you decide to be a good person, you're gonna be okay. All right. So, don't forget to drink water. I'll be back on Sunday. I agree, Carlos. I'll be back on Sunday. On Sunday, we just have a chat, all right? The rest of the week, I'll see you Friday, Daddy. The rest of the week, we try to be a little bit more focused and collected. But on Sunday, we'll just have a chat. And if any of you wants to pick this topic back up, you're very much welcome. Because generally, I just blab about whatever comes to mind on Sundays. But this is an important thing, and it is something that I am working on and with daily. It's just that I don't want to put heavy topics and traumatizing things in your mind at all times, right? That's why I don't talk about all the things every day. But if you have questions, if you feel like this has left you feeling like you need more information or whatever it is, you're always welcome to open up the subject. But it's probably better on Sundays to do that, right? Okay, thank you so much for being here again. I love you. Please try to be kind. And if you don't understand what that means, think about what kindness really is. It's not as easy as just being a yes man. Look at the schedule to see what it means. And I'll be back on Sunday, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.